Hi everybody, Greg Peterson back here. I was feeling kind of punky this week. I don't know if anybody else kind of felt that way. I don't think it was the Wuhan virus there, COVID-19, but I was maybe about a week actually, just feeling down. I was really kind of moving slowly, and it was not much fun. Not much fun, but I'm feeling so much better right now, and that's why I didn't have quite as many of these webinars last week as I had wanted to have. I was going to try and do like one a week, and I ended up with more like one a week last week. But next week's going to be bigger, better, because I am feeling well. We're going to talk a lot more. And now that you guys have had a little experience working at home and answer even more questions than we could have answered before, now that you kind of know what you don't know, right, a little bit, and get you safe at home and get you using the right tools. We even put together a little survey that we're going to be releasing about some of the tools and hopefully help you find some tools that are going to really help you at home, help you with everything from efficiency through security with your work at home setups. And we set up a Facebook group, and I'm not sure if we're going to use it right away. You know, when I surveyed you guys a couple of weeks ago, there was only I think there's only like 1 or 2% of people that wanted to do these lives on Facebook. 0%, by the way, that wanted to do them on YouTube, and the vast majority of people wanted to do regular webinars. So we did it on Zoom. I may use WebEx as well, depends how many people sign up, because my Zoom only supports 100 people. My WebEx, which is what I've used for some of my bigger training, supports up to 10,000 people. So, we'll see. But you have to sign up. Just go to craigpeterson.com/subscribe, and that will also be sending you a few really kind of cool cheat sheets and things that I think you could really use. And all of this is free, absolutely free. And then you'll find out about the webinars that I'm doing this week, as we do some deep dive webinars as well this week. So it should be a really, really good week this coming week. All right, so let's getting right down to it now. Our first topic really for this week, well, maybe our next one, right? But this is from The Verge, and Kim Lyons wrote this, and it's about how to work from home. And when I did my surveys of you guys who are on my email list this last week, actually a week and a half ago, I found that the majority of you who went to the webinar that I held last Sunday said that you had never really worked from home before, that this was the very first time. So congratulations to you. I suspect you're like most of these people, and we were able to answer all of their questions in the webinar, and that's what they're for, really, is to get the information out and answer your questions. But it can be kind of fun. It's definitely kind of different. And many people are just sitting at home, kind of sitting in their pajamas until noon. And now it's time to get back to work, because we're looking at an extended period. If you're in the 80-year-old range, even above 70, many of us still working, right? But above 70 years old, you are in kind of that critical age range where the recommendations are that for the next 3 months, you really heavily limit going outside and meeting with people. And if you are above 60 or above now, they are warning us that, again, you need to be very, very careful. And although most of these deaths are people who are 80 and older, anybody with a compromised system has to be careful. And that goes all the way in down till about 25 years of age. So if you are one of these heavy diabetics, or you have emphysema, COPD, or many underlying illnesses, you've got to be very, very careful. So for you, this might be an extended period of time. We might be talking, let's see here, March to April, May, mid-June, July, maybe even August, that you're going to want to be working from home. So there's a few ways that you can be productive at home. And, again, we go into a lot of detail in the webinars. This is just a quick radio hit, right? today. So craigpeterson.com/subscribe to make sure you're signed up. But if you're planning to work from home for an extended period of time, here are some things that you might want to consider. And remember, too, that the best ways to work at home, frankly, are going to vary from person to person. And what you have to do is figure out what helps you to stay focused and keeping your work life from your home life separate. And this is something that, frankly, I have had a hard time doing. Because you already know I give away a lot of time, and I'm doing that right now too. You'll probably see another email from me this week where we're volunteering to spend 15 minutes, half an hour with you on the phone to help you with whatever setup you have. And we can even do remote tech support for you, anything that you need help with. And we're just volunteering this for free for people. And again, you can just email me at craigpeterson.com if you want some more information, if you're having troubles, if you're trying to make this work, me at craigpeterson.com, and you're just having troubles with that. But the problem I've had over the last couple of decades of working at home is exactly that, separating my work life from my home life. I get up in the morning, and one of the first things I do is I pull out that laptop and I start checking my email. I'm checking my client systems. I'm checking our systems. I'm checking the VPNs that clients have. I'm checking the firewall logs from our clients as well as for us to see if anyone's been trying to hack in. And then we have a look at the alerts that have come up from those firewalls and other, emergencies that might be pending, and solve all of those. And then I get up and I do my running and some weightlifting down in the basement. And I have this great treadmill that one of my daughters had bought for herself, and one of these Livestrong things back when Lance Armstrong wasn't a bad word. And Livestrong treadmill is really a great treadmill. And then I go up and I shower and I get back to work, and then I work all day. And then the evening comes and we might turn on a TV show while I am what? Yes, while I'm working on my desktop and taking care of things for people. But that's what I do, right? I love helping people. I remember when I was about 20 years old, maybe it was 19, and one of my coaches told me, he said, in fact, he sat us all down. He said, I want you to write your obituary right now. You're 20 years old, give or take. Write your obituary. What would you like your headstone to say? Try and get it that short. Just a headstone. So we're not talking about multiple paragraphs. We're just talking about multiple words, frankly. What would you like it to say? And I thought about that, really seriously thought about it. And you know what? It has been the mantra for my life here for another 40 years after that. And that is, he helped others. That's what I wanted on my headstone. And that's what I've done, right? My wife and I, we've raised together our 8 kids. We homeschooled them all the way up to college. They've gone on to have just phenomenal lives. I still have 2 of them working with me, which is a real blessing. It's been absolutely wonderful. So I haven't really solved this problem of separating my home life from my business life, because to me they've been one and the same. There might be something I need to do with my family during the day, and so I will do it because that's the most important thing to me. There might be something that comes up for a client, and I might have to work at it even overnight, all night long, to get them to the point where they have a smooth operation the very next day at work. That's what I'll do. That's what my family will do. That's what we do for our customers and friends and have forever. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. If you're going to be doing that, if you don't want to do that, but you have to make the decision. Where are you going to draw the line? Okay, we're going to continue this discussion when we get back after the break. We're going to talk about some other things you should be looking at when we're thinking about the physical side of working from home. You're listening to Craig Peterson right here on WGAN and on podcast streaming pretty much everywhere. Stick around. We'll be right back.